So this is one you've done before.
Yeah.
So the lid's very set in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's one type of lid.
The book
There's
I've
a
got
couple of different types.
has
of
a different.
Couple of different options.
It
So that's
doesn't
like
have a lip on the. Doesn't have that in there.
yeah. Well, that's like a deep gallery,
So
isn't
this
it?
is
And
quite
then
a deep
inset
gallery,
lid.
which I like because when you pour the lid,
Doesn't
just
fall
sits
out.
really still.
Yeah.
That's smart.
And you've gone for the pulled
Yep.
the pulled handle.
Over the top handle. Yep.
See, I was always worried about the pulled handle that it would make it too heavy, but
Yeah.
it hasn't there.
As long as you keep the body quite light, and I think that is
Yeah.
tricky. You have to really turn away a lot
Okay.
because the body can't be heavy.
All right. And
So cool with the lid.
The other thing I was warned about with this was that it might be too hot to hold when it's full of water.
Yeah, okay.
But I've actually found it okay.
that's been all right.
Yeah.
And
Because I've made other ones with taller handles because of that problem.
Yeah.
And I think actually it's okay.
okay. So you've got quite a bit of the wall thickness.
Yeah.
So you've got quite a bit of meat actually under that gallery as well, which is good for like cracking and.
I've never felt it. Yeah.
And the spout, like does the spout? I've always been told that the spout has to come up above,
Yes.
Yeah.
so that's a tricky one.
This line of the spout,
Yeah,
like that part, needs to be higher than the
higher than the
highest level
water,
of the water.
because otherwise you can't fill it up.
Yeah.
Oh, did you do?
Try to fill it up and let it leak out.
Yeah.
There's a few different things with the spout. There's the angle of the spout.
Oh, okay.
Spout that you throw, and ideally the spout should have like it's sort of a second belly there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that when you pour it, it kind of goes first into the belly of the spout.
Ah,
and pours out and stops it
okay.
from, like, gushing out.
Yeah.
Oh, good one. That's a good tip.
So when we make the spouts, I can.
So we sort of you throw a bulge in your sort of pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just throw a normal pyramid and then I pull it out when it's leather hard.
Okay.
But we can show you.
And how have you done the inside?
A little strainer.
You've done the little. Oh, okay. So you've
Fancy.
That's fancy. Yeah.
so you must have hand built that and sort of put it on.
I just hand built like
Okay.
just throwing poke holes in it and attach that before I put the spout on.
And it's bulging into the volume.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that it will catch as many tea leaves
Okay.
as possible.
Okay.
Because I've seen people just have this.
Yeah, just
that
use
solid
the
shape
body
and
to
then
You can do it that way too.
Yeah.
Yep. And then just
Push
kind
it.
of push it.
Yeah.
Oh, good one. Good.
Yeah.
But you still want it to bulge in.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much clay have we got, Morgana?
This is about a kilo.
About 1 kilogram.
Yeah.
And we're going to try and do a bowl, like a, what do we call it? The base.
Yeah. The body.
Okay. The body
You
of the
can
teapot.
really do a teapot body any shape you want.
Yeah.
Like you can do a cylinder if you want and make a cylindrical kind of teapot.
Yeah, good one.
Or you can make it really round.
So it is just a vessel for holding the water, obviously. And
Yeah.
But I guess you've got to think about how you're going to get the spout on and how you're going to get the handle on.
Yeah, so you need to have enough space on the body to attach a handle and a spout.
Yes. Okay.
But you can vary the length of the spouts and
Right.
where you attach the handle. So I reckon you can't really get the body that wrong. As
Okay.
long as it goes up and in enough so that you can put a lid on it.
Okay. So it's
it
usually
can't
got to
be like
come
a
in at the
bowl.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to close it in.
It's got to come in.
Because otherwise you've got a casserole,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to go out and in.
Okay.
Or just go up.
And are we leaving the rim a bit thicker so that we can make a gallery
So you
for?
can make a gallery,
I guess
yeah.
it depends on again your approach for the lid, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've only ever done it with
So we're just opening up. Are you thinking about like how
Well-
wide the base is going to be at this point?
At the moment, I'm just trying to get rid of this bit of a wobble I've got in it. But yeah, ideally you probably should be, yeah. So opening out to about where you want the base to be.
Okay.
I'm aware that I don't want the body to be too heavy
Right.
because it's going to have to be supported by a handle.
Yep.
You don't want to lift a really heavy teapot that's full of water.
You don't want to. What someone said, you don't want a granny wrist breaker. You don't want to break granny's wrist.
Exactly. So
You give it to your nan or
Good
something.
name though.
trying to get rid of some of that
Make
weight
it
at the bottom. But I'm notoriously bad of leaving a lot of weight at the bottom. You can turn it off.
Yeah.
So because I'm trying to keep the top a bit thicker, like I'm just trying to do quite a bit of compression at the top. And I suppose you just have to go a bit slower, otherwise it might wobble and go a bit funny when you, because normally you'd be trying to get an even weight, an even thickness through the walls. And
You're
so
controlling the top
shaping
there.
it as I go up, but so trying to get a bit of a belly out, but put
Yeah.
it back in. You
Yeah.
don't want it to splay out too much.
Yep. Got to keep that top under control, isn't it?
Yep.
So is keeping the wall really even a way to combat it from collapsing from the top? Because I know when I've done stuff like that before, the weight from the top as you come back in starts to
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Mine ended up quite squat and like
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the belly,
Sort of
belly,
yeah,
yeah,
belly
I was
compress.
working on it. It was kind of
Yeah.
collapse down.
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
can-
it's going to want to go out and down, so you just have to kind of
keep
keep
fighting it.
pushing it back in.
Yeah.
And then because the top is kind of heavier than normal, you're going to split this into the galley. And it's actually better to do that sooner rather than later, and then
Yeah.
because that takes a bit of the weight out of it, and then you can still get inside and shape it.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to wait until the shape is finished before
Yeah.
making the gallery?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay.
I'm going to make it a bit smaller because I don't want the lid to have to be this huge.
Ah, yes, because you've got to get a lid to span across that beam.
Yeah. So I'm just feeling up this top half and just trying to get a bit of a feel for where I'm going to put the galley.
Okay.
Like I want a bit of a ledge at the top there. I'm trying to remember how I do this. I've done it in ages. You can just use your finger, but you can also use like a credit card or
Yeah, like a
something
tool
square.
to get a clean sort of split.
Yeah.
I guess if you've got a fingernail, it's just as good.
So I'm holding it with these fingers.
So you're going to support the sort of wall,
Yep.
and you're
I'm-
supporting the underside of the gallery there too. I
Yeah,
see.
exactly. Yeah, and I'm going to split it with this finger. So I'm just pressing down,
Pushing down on the inside half.
and I'm trying to make a bit of that. So
Yep.
you
Fantastic.
see that's starting to happen.
Yeah, that looks great.
That's sort of splayed out a bit, but you can now kind of get under and throw that little ledge a bit, like just smooth it out a bit, and then sort of throw this bit up a bit. This is where a credit card or something
Oh, okay.
would be handy to,
You've got a wooden tool there you might be able to use.
yeah.
So you've split it, and now you take the inside has become the gallery, and then the outside you're sort of drawing up a little bit more, and that's
Yeah.
going to help to keep the lid in, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're giving it somewhere for the lid to just really sit into. So
Yeah,
that when
nice
you
one.
pour it,
It's a little bit wonky. The rest of it's at home, but that's like an offcut.
that should do it.
Yeah. Another one.
Hey Dad, can you sell those donuts?
Yes.
I'm just trying to press it down a little bit so that, like that one over there, how it's got quite a deep galley.
Yep.
I mean, it's up to you, like it's a style choice.
Oh yeah, I've made a couple, and definitely the lid falling out is one of the main sort of functional issues. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think that's a good way of combating it, is to make that nice and deep.
Yeah, so you can just pull this up a bit. And I'm sort of pushing the in bit down actually, and pulling this bit up.
Okay.
If you go really slowly, you can squeeze it in a bit more too.
Okay, so you're sort of collaring the top now.
Yep,
Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting that you can still manipulate the form
you can.
and the sort of the macro of the form after you've formed the gallery.
Yeah.
That's a good tip actually, because and if you, Because if it's too thin at the top, then it's hard to make that gallery, isn't it? So
Yeah. So my old teacher, he would even get under there and fold that up. And
Fold it up?
Fold it up, and then get into there, play around with the body and the shape, and then fold it back down.
OMG.
But it's a bit
That
scary.
sounds advanced.
But in a way, it's almost easier than trying to make sure you don't touch it when you're
Yeah,
trying to
okay,
get back
okay.
in there now
To try and get a bit more
to
belly
play
or
with the
whatever.
body. It's a little bit scary
Okay.
that you're not touching it. Let's do it. Just pull it up. So it's kind of folded up,
Oh, I'm with you. Okay.
and then you kind of got a bit more room.
And how do you? What's your sort of measure of the sort of the thickness of that gallery? I would imagine if it's too thin, it would be too fragile.
Yeah.
Can it be too thick?
I suppose it could
Maybe
be
just
too-
cracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be too heavy.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Weight and cracking. Yeah.
And then you
Okay.
can just put it back down.
I also found last time I was working on it that when I divided the inner part of the gallery from the outer part,
Yeah.
I didn't pull down enough clay. Like I didn't divide it square in the middle. It was a bit
So you
off.
didn't- you
then it
didn't
was
have
too
enough.
thin and
Yeah.
it started to kind of wobble.
Yeah, I remember.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
have enough clay. for it.
And also, I think it was quite thick. Like you don't
Yeah,
actually, the gallery doesn't need to be very wide.
Okay.
Like this is only like 1/2 centimetre or something.
Yeah, right.
And are you gonna, Morgana? Are you going to like leather that at the top, or are we just going to leave it
What do you mean by
natural?
leather it?
You know, like use a leather or a piece of plastic to smooth
Oh, just
the rim
smooth
like
it.
you would a bowl, or is it a bit too delicate?
Yeah, no, you definitely could. I feel like something like this is really good here. It's getting quite thin now. So yeah, you want some to smooth that a little bit. So that, you know, the lid can fit in there
Yeah.
nicely.
Oh, that's looking good.
So there
Okay.
you go. There's a body, and so then you can
Perfect.
play around with the shape here, and you know
Yeah.
you can play around with other factors. But now the important thing is to measure the inside, so that width, and then
Right.
the outer rim. So
Oh,
not
okay.
this full rim because the lid's not going to sit on top of that.
Yeah.
It's that
So we've got two measurements.
Yeah.
measurement.
Okay.
So you need to take that measurement and that slight outer measurement because you'll need to know those. For
So
going
because
in.
our lid is going to fit inside the sort of inner rim,
It's gonna
and
fit.
the outside of the lid is going to sit into that corner, right?
I wouldn't normally do this, but then it's sort of about that that measurement.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is the outer, because that's where the lid's going to
So the lid's going to sit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these ones you throw on the wheel the right side up, and you throw the knob as you throw it, and this one you actually do upside down and pull the kind of legs up, and then turn it upside down and add the knob on.
Add the knob when it's wet or when it's leather hard?
Leather hard.
Leather hard.
Yeah, you maybe a bit before leather hard.
Yeah, okay.
Turn it the other way. And
It's just like a hand building exercise then.
well, I'd still do it on the wheel.
Oh, okay.
Still add the knob on the wheel.
All right, all right.
And just attach the bit of clay and then turn it into a knob.
Oh, because to sort of throw it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is way too much clay, but I find it hard to centre a really small amount of clay. So
Yeah, interesting. Because you can't get it in your hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're centering with your fingers.
So I'll just cut some off as I go. So really all you're doing is kind of bringing down some to create the flange, and then you're going to leave a bit in the middle, which is going to be your knob. So because I've got way too much clay, I'm just going to cut it off.
So that's 7.5. So that's your sort of outer measurement.
of like it's just going to be too thick, and then I have to trim it all off.
Yeah.
I'm just pressing down here
Yep.
on the edge to kind of make that go out.
Nice. You're sort of leaving an island in the middle there.
Yeah. I may have taken a bit too much off. I think push a bit in now. So this is going to be the knob. It's sort of becoming a bit of a crescent because I maybe didn't leave quite enough in the middle.
Okay, so because you're pushing into the middle there, that
That's
the bit in the middle wants to come up.
Yeah.
All that
Maybe
clay you're
just leave a
displacing.
little bit more height.
Yeah, okay.
And then that would be like a knob rather than, but you know, you can still use that as a knob.
Yep.
And then this will be the top part of your lid.
Okay, so we're looking down on the lid, yeah.
Yeah.
Just made it look so easy.
Yeah, you did actually. That was really cool.
That's basically it because now you just need, I think this is the 7.5, isn't it? So you just see how big it is, like it's way too big. So, I mean, I err on it being a bit bigger because you can trim it off.
Right,
later.
so you
Like,
can
don't
you
want
can
to
trim it
off
when
the
it's
top.
leather hard, so it fits.
Yeah.
As long as they're the same moisture, I guess. If they're both the same leathery hardness, then the fit will be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's going to shrink down.
Yeah, it will shrink.
Sorry, this is
And
I'm
the
going to use that scraping tool to get
and the inner flange you're going to trim in
yes.
when it's leather hard again.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is your outside measurement, and you basically just cut it off the wheel like this. You can, if you want, to make it a bit easier for you later, kind of put your finger under and start to push in and get that part formed, or you can just wait and turn it later. Yeah, that's how I normally do it actually. Now I think of it. You get under there and try, so that's the 5.5, that in the bit.
Oh, okay. So you're actually wet throwing that sort of inner measurement.
So you can, just be estimating it because you're going to fix it all up later anyway. But you can get under there and do a bit of it.
Okay.
Try and get that about 5.5. And then I probably have to measure this again, so it's probably way too big now. So
That's a lid.
yeah, it's all in a row.
So these are our efforts. Are these all about a kilo?
Yeah. About a kilo, yeah.
Not bad. A few variations. That's the one on the wall. That's an excellent one.
I'll pay you later.
So everyone's had a crack. What do we think? Was it super hard or did we manage?
Achievable.
Achievable, yeah, I think so. I had one failure. There's a couple of failures. I can see I've got at least one failure.
So, how do I do this? I make a little hole,
Yeah.
about that far maybe.
So you're opening
So
him up.
What's that, like an inch or something?
Okay.
And then I'm tend to use my finger as like because that's about the size of the inside of the spout. And then I'm just drawing it up. So generally I find the tendency is to make spouts way bigger than they actually need to be. They don't need to be very long or big at all really. Like if you look at that one that I made, like the spout's actually quite short.
Yeah. Oh, we've got video of that. It's fine.
Yeah, so you don't need. So you're just kind of pulling it up
Yep.
into a sort of conical cylinder, I suppose. and it's going to go a bit uneven at the top. Because that tends to be what happens. That's okay, we can cut that off.
So I think you want the spout to be thin, but you got to keep it a little bit
so
under
see
control.
how thick that still is?
Yeah.
Like it's still quite thick. And you just don't want unnecessary weight, so if possible you just keep trying to go thinner and thinner. And you can be thinking a bit about what sort of shape you want. Like, do you want a really long skinny spout? Do you want a short stumpy spout?
Are you thinking about the way the water's going to flow through that
Yeah.
at this point? Like
Yep.
how
So you
critical
don't
is it, or
want,
does it not
that's
matter?
not a great shape for a spout. You don't want it to splay out too much. You want it to be fairly consistent in its shape. That's why it keeps going all the way to the top. So I'm just trying to pull it up and keep it all even.
Okay. So keep the wool thickness even.
Yeah.
And I see that you're making a little chamber at the base there. Is that on purpose?
This?
Yeah.
Not really. That's just happening.
Okay.
So look, that's pretty little. It's not too bad though. You'll be surprised when you put them on. If you've got biggish pots, you might want it a little bit longer than this.
Okay. So that's maybe,
But my pot's quite small.
is that like 3 inches?
Yeah. If you can always cut it down shorter.
Sure.
But
But you can't make it longer.
no, but the longer it goes, like the wider it's going to be at the
Yeah,
base. So you've got to
yeah,
think
yeah.
about that connection point as well. Like, if you want it to be long, you need to sort of also be constantly pulling it in because you don't want it to be too wide. So, and then I'm just going to take it off. So, how do I do that again? And it doesn't even matter if, like, you'll see that's hollow now.
Okay.
It's right there.
Well, that looks good.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic.
probably too wide, but
All right.
that's why it's good to have the hump and do a few.
We'll do a couple.
I think it takes.
So you're just going to reshape the top of that and open it up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this, like, I will fix it up later. I probably should have just gone like this with this smooth tool on the inside
Right.
to get rid of those throwing rings.
Okay.
That's kind of my practice one. So I would just throw as many as you can get out of the
Yep.
hump, really.
Yep. To try and get a good one,
Yeah, because
or as many good ones as you need.
then when you play around with them, you'll see which ones you like.
Which one's working? Fantastic. Let's have a crack.
Yeah. So, slipped, or like scored and slipped that, and just placed it on to get the spot.
So
And-
you've already you pushed it in the middle,
Yep.
and you've made little holes.
Yeah. So once I'd got my spot, then I pushed in the body just a little bit
Yep.
to get that kind of
You've indented it. Yeah.
form, because that's the easiest way to do it. It's not very neat because it was still really quite firm.
Did you put the holes in after you caved
Then
it in?
I put the holes in.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And then if it was a bit softer, I would actually like scrape this back a bit just to make it thin there. Because
Right.
you want the water to not be travelling through like tunnels.
Oh, okay,
Ideally,
okay. You just want it to be a
like,
screen.
holes. So
Yeah.
if it was softer, I would like be scraping this back just to make it really quite thin, and then you have to go through back with these to kind of
To clean them out.
just clean out, make sure there's nothing in those little
Okay.
holes. But it's quite thin already, and it's quite hard, so I feel like I'm not going to do that because like it'll break in there.
Yeah.
Make sure you get stuff out from the inside because there's often little bits stuck on the inside when you poke the holes.
Right.
You need to get those out so that the water can flow through, and make sure they're not stuck on the inside of your pot as well.
Gotcha.
And then it's just a slip and score to attach that on
Okay.
once. just your regular, and again, just looking at your positioning of your spout. So, I want my spout to go a little bit higher.
Do you want the bottom corner of your spout? Where do you want that to sit in terms of the pot? Does it need to be above the top rim of the pot, or?
Look, with the water level, essentially,
What's the
you're
water
only going to be
level,
able to fill the pot to where that is.
Yep.
So ideally, this would go a little bit higher. But I'm also trying to keep room for a bit of a handle.
Yeah,
so
okay.
You can always sort of ease it up a bit.
Okay.
That just takes a bit of fiddling.
Yeah. All right, so score and slip, and then you're just going to...
Poke holes, push in, poke holes.
And then clean it off.
Attach.
All right.
Great.
So we're pulling handles for our teapots. Monica's pulling a handle.
Am I doing it right?
Looking good. Going for a flattish sort of handle.
And I'm going to stop because that's about to pop off.
Looks good.
Sorry.
We've got a special drawing rack arrangement here, which we're hoping will lead to success.